Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. What is the definition of the word pedagogue? Is it part of your word collection? Can you form a sentence using the word pedagogue? Can you provide me with two words that have the same meaning as pedagogue? Join me now as I explore some tips that would help you add pedagogue to your everyday speech and writing, provide you with synonyms, sentence examples using pedagogue, and most importantly, the simplest definition you need. Let's go straight away to the video. Hello everyone. Welcome to TELLS Videtionary. Today, September 30th, our word of the day is pedagogue. P-E-D-A-G-O-G-U-E. Pedagogue. Pedagogue is a 9-letter word and a noun. Remember, a noun refers to a thing, a person, an animal, a place, a quality, an idea, or an action. A pedagogue is a teacher who gives too much attention to formal rules and is not interesting. In other words, a teacher, especially a strict or pedantic one. Pedagogue is another name for teacher, but one who is strict, stiff, or old-fashioned. The word comes from the Greek pedo for child and agogos for leader. A pedagogue leads people by teaching. The noun pedagogue, pronounced pedagogue, originally referred to a slave who brings boys to school. Although the word pedagogy is the art of teaching, pedagogue has negative connotations. To call a teacher a pedagogue implies that he or she is the teacher that time forgot, possibly using notes and handouts from 20 years ago, standing in that same spot, year after year, saying the same things, as students stare out the same windows. Pedagogue is a noun that refers to a teacher, especially one who is strict or dogmatic in their teaching methods. When using the word pedagogue in a sentence, it is important to consider the context and the intended meaning. Here are some tips on how to use this word effectively. Define the term. Before using the word pedagogue, it is helpful to provide a brief definition or explanation to ensure that your audience understands its meaning. For example, a pedagogue is a teacher who adheres to traditional teaching methods and emphasizes discipline in the classroom. Use it in an educational context. Pedagogue is commonly used in the field of education, so incorporating it into sentences related to teaching, learning, or academia can be effective. For instance, the pedagogue's strict approach to teaching mathematics often intimidated his students, but it also ensured their thorough understanding of the subject. Highlight the strict or dogmatic nature. The word pedagogue often carries a connotation of being overly strict or rigid in teaching methods. To emphasize this aspect, you can use adjectives or adverbs that convey this meaning. For example, the pedagogue's authoritarian style of teaching left little room for creativity or independent thinking. Compare and contrast with other teaching styles. To provide a clearer understanding of what a pedagogue is, you can contrast it with other teaching styles. For instance, while some educators encourage student-centered learning, the pedagogue prefers a more traditional, lecture-based approach. Use it metaphorically. Pedagogue can also be used metaphorically to describe someone who is excessively didactic or instructive in non-educational contexts. For example, the politician's speeches were often criticized for their pedagogic tone, as he seemed more interested in lecturing than engaging in meaningful dialogue. Consider the tone. Depending on the context, the word pedagogue can have a negative or neutral connotation. Be mindful of the tone you want to convey and choose your words accordingly. For instance, the pedagogue's unwavering commitment to academic excellence earned him the respect of his colleagues and students. In conclusion, pedagogue is a word that describes a strict or dogmatic teacher. When using this word in a sentence, it is important to provide context, highlight its characteristics, and consider the tone you want to convey. By following these tips, you can effectively incorporate pedagogue into your writing or conversation. Similar words include teacher, schoolteacher, schoolmaster, schoolmistress, master, mistress, tutor, coach, lecturer, academic, don, professor. Examples of sentences using pedagogue are: Montessori researched the pedagogue Édouard Séguin, who worked with children in a Paris asylum half a century earlier. As a pedagogue, he constantly worked with each member of the orchestra and with each singer. This year, my favorite pedagogue is my math teacher. Mr. Jeffers was an awful pedagogue who did nothing but pass out worksheets to his students. Although my English pedagogue is a nice man, he never appears excited about his lectures. My homeroom teacher was selected as the favorite pedagogue because of her caring nature towards her students. Make sure to save this new word, pedagogue, so you can practice using it in your everyday sentences.
That's all for today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you learned something new. Remember, practice makes perfect, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment after every video. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you receive similar videos every day. Have a fulfilling day. See you tomorrow. Cheers!